Hello, gaming tankers. I have a request. As you can see before you, this is the new Mercenaries Independent tank. I don't know. It's weird. This non-existent tank line in Cold War, which is available in World War II. But yeah. Anyway, I'm digressing. This is the new Mercenaries Independent tank, the Warden. It's a medium tank worth 12,900 gold. I don't want you to buy it. I don't want to buy it. I know it's kind of on sale, so I don't know. If this were in a contract, like none of the Cold War mercenary tanks have been in, that's, I guess they will someday, but they're independent tanks, so not really. I don't know. The contract aspect of this game is a bit different. Premium tanks do come available, but yeah, Era 2 has enough premium medium tanks. In fact, this is the second independent mercenary tank, medium tank for Era 2. I get that it's kind of right in the middle, sort of a sweet spot, but with premium medium tanks and the tech tree medium tanks, there's really becoming a very similar playstyle, which I won't go into details because that's going to be part of my uh, Festivus Christmas complaints video. Um, Instead, I'd rather hope you'd buy another tank that's on sale. And it's a tank I really like. But I'd also realize why you might not want this tank. But please, if you have the gold after buying so many of these damn premium tanks, yeah, pay to play, could you please maybe consider buying the T72M-1? I realize for some of you this might be a step down in penetration, even though they both have the same caliber 120 millimeter. I don't even know if it's like, why bother saying if it's not 105 millimeter, it won't have penetration. This is less penetration, yes, but it it's a good tank. It has really good armor from the front, and I just want to see a different kind of tank that isn't a medium on the field, okay? I'm really sick and tired of all the mediums. I realized during that time period there was a lot of tank experimentation and exploration in having the medium style be the MBT, but maybe consider this. The armor is from the front really solid. I don't know if this is still true, but at least about a year ago, the T72M-1 had the most block damage in Era 2. And this is the era that has the FE4211. Although I think the armor profile of the FE4211 is more about absorbing rounds than blocking them. So this tank, even with just a modicum of angling, which you kind of want to do because you got to protect those front drive wheels, or else you get penned, your gas tank will be hit, you'll take damage, and you may also be set on fire. So yeah, but the composite armor in the front, the way it's layered, can make this tank very good for blocking damage. You can take a few hits while dishing it out, and that's really nice. Because a lot of these medium tanks, they don't have front hull armor, so you can have the speed of a medium tank, but you have the armor of a heavy tank. And your turning radius is a bit wide, but still good. And as some people care about, 55% silver bonus, but if you need tank XP for contracts and stuff, here's a premium tank for you along with boosters. Now, in these matches coming up, um, I was trying to get some really good gameplay. Instead, I might be showing off more of the weaknesses of this tank. But that's mostly because, again, the penetration values in Era 2 and almost all of Cold War are getting weird. Like I said, if you have 105 millimeter boom snout on your tank is probably going to have really good penetration. And once you get into... seriously, Walsh, we know. You're a 105 fanboy. You love your leopards. Okay, you're a cat. I get it. All right, yes. Can I at least try to sell this tank? The T72M-1 is kind of like a slightly better version of the T72A. It is definitely a much better version of the T72 Ural. Not as capable as the T72AV, which that's a tech tree tank. The T72 is tech tree. Um, it, I'm this is crazy, but I'm trying to make this a sniper tank. So I'm trying to make this as concealable as possible. Although, as you will be seeing here shortly, at range, all these 100, once you start talking 120 millimeters, 125 millimeters, it's the penetration drop, so which means the farther you shoot, the less penetration you have, but you have higher alpha, but alpha don't mean jack squat if you're not penetrating your shots. And that happens here. Now, yes, I am trying to shoot at quite a distance, almost 900 meters at a FE4211. I'm sort of trying to aim for the engine deck, which is going to be the weakest part, but I'm also trying to do that with a Russian tank, which means good luck with that RNG. It will decide where your round will fly. Not true. Of course, I do realize I need to shoot snipe across. This position, when you're not overrun, is good for at least keeping the whole A-B line kind of viewable, engage with them. Sometimes you can get shots into the town, but you do expose yourself in those regards, especially, yes, I know, no gun depression. But if you use your turret armor and that front hull armor, you can be very effective. Again, honestly, it's not the gun depression that holds this tank back. It's the lack of penetration on the standard round, because your secondary round is heat, which, yay, that's useless, which is why I have some HE just for, you know, Object 120s, catching some of the light tanks like the BMP-2, BMP-1 out. Oh, M113. Oof. All flat armor. Yes, that's good. Make quick work. And of course, sometimes you just, if you're desperate, HE will do damage to an FE4211. Not much, but at least you'll be doing something. I'm so glad that shot on that Mobat, I don't know if I should have made that, but RNG and maybe server lag was like, yeah, no, you hit. You're good. And now that we move closer, yes, I can secure the kill on FE4211, but yeah, it's more about just having a more aggressive play style while also favoring a more competent play style, which the thing about a lot of the medium tanks and what the T72M1 allows you to do is to make mistakes. Small mistakes, because anything beyond that in the game will just not, in general, once you've made a mistake, your team's made a mistake, you still can't really come back from that. But the T72M, with its armor and speed, is a tank that allows you to make mistakes and maybe learn a little bit better. Again, that lower penetration means you have to aim better. At the same time, because it's a Russian tank, as you see here, I aim one shot on the move, it doesn't hit. At distance, that AMC that AMX, I mean, sorry, I hit it on the move, because that's how RNG treats the Russian tanks. On the move, you miss a shot you think is close enough to hit, and then at distance, oh yeah, you slam them hard, no question about it. And this match did not highlight the strengths of this tank per se, but being up front with your weaknesses, especially right now, I was trying to play on update days, so yeah, matchmaker was in my favor team-wise, but I didn't get a chance to really stretch his tank legs. Now, Cowbang, I'm going to take up the one spot I always take, weirdly enough, on this map. So, if you ever want to find me, you know, you can find me right here at G8, H8 hill kind of area. It's a nice little hill to take up a position to kind of get a good and coverage of half of the Cowboy map. I know we have some building and hill coverage, but it's sort of a decent peekaboo spot. I know we're all used to kind of sniping from across the other side to over here. You keep an eye on your view, and of course, it's more like these where a Centurion 9 is just hauling out into this field, and I'm just like, yeah, this is nice. Sadly, I'm the only one in good position to do anything about it. Lucky duck right there. Wow. So now we're just kind of... it would be nice to have more lightings roaming around the center here of the river valley, but we'll just do what we can, trying to visually spot anything or detect. And of course, we detect an FE4 to 11, and that will be pretty much what I can only do here, and that's worrying because we're bunching up. And I realized that here shortly, and I'm like, I have no targets, no one's detecting anything, but I really do see a gap where there's a medium poking around the corner of the JK area, and I'm like, that area really should be lit up more, and I decided to head over that way just to kind of extend our field of fire here, because it's getting... we haven't moved much. That's a problem. And I don't know why. I guess sort of Cowbank sort of allows for camping, but not so much for the hills on both sides of the valley. So I move, trying to detect more tanks here once I get around the corner, but also worrying because that medium tank, which is a T-55 Enigma, he's being bold because he's got the arm, but I worry that there might be some more cautious players just waiting around the corner, and I'm going to be exposing myself here. The flat side of the T-72 hull is pretty easy to penetrate, and of course I'm worrying about my front drive wheels. I don't want to get tracked in place in case there's no one. Okay, just that T-55 Enigma. I'm shooting down on its armor, and that's not great. Do a little something here, get him tracked in place, but this is sort of... well, my fears are a little bit allayed, but now I'm hoping to get some reinforcements. We need to push, need to start moving, because we're getting picked off here. Seeing that there's no T-55, only the T-55 Enigma there, and I'm also trying to see if maybe we got any tanks moving straight down the valley, hopefully not pushing down the 9-0 line and really putting the crush on us. I find that an FE4-11 that I can't do anything with because there's a bridge in the way. So having no targets this pointing in that direction, I'll bring it back. Oh yeah, okay, there's the new Warden coming down on me. And that's not how I prefer to be. I prefer to be on top in this situation, but I guess I'll just be hoping that my fears that, because I don't bother reading, that the Warden was, I thought, a heavy. Thought it was like a Leopard 2AV2 turret on top of an M103 hull, so that slightly worrying. But no, it's just another medium tank, as stated before, but in this match it was a little bit earlier in my play style, but thematically it works best here. And that it's just another medium. I was like, ugh, alright, time to hurt you. And yes, okay, the gun depression worked in the Warden's favor, and also the fact that now there's a team. The T-55 Enigma finally caught up, and I would like to note, it's taking, what is 3 tanks to take them out. Yes, I did try to snipe through, or run right between the turret and hull of the Enigma, just because I thought the hitbox would work, but no. 3 tanks to take me down. That Warden would have been sent back to the garage if it hadn't been for their teammates. Now, I'd like to think that because of my valiant stand and also detecting I was able to slow down the pincer maneuver of the opposing team and allow my team to recover and refocus their attention to where it needed to be, and allowing for a final grand fight for 2v2, and thus allowing my team to recover and almost snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. And I, being a tank god, recovered and allowed our team the victory. But in all honesty, the T72M-1, the T72AV, sometimes the T72A, they do allow you that experience of, it took how many of you to take me down? And that's something you don't get in a lot of other tanks, especially in Air 2, with how reload times, lack of hull armor and stuff. So yeah, the T72M-1, get a Russian heavy instead of another premium medium tank, or save your gold for the next season. Maybe another premium tank they'll roll out this year. Who knows how many there will be, but either way, keep the tracks on the ground. Hope the RNG's in your favor. Catch you in the next one. Bye.